Welcome to Wolves Weekly. I'm Barrett Henderson, Director of Media Relations here at Western Oregon University, joined by head coach Steve Anchetta from Western Oregon Women's Soccer. Steve, summer's over. It's time to get going. You got to be pretty excited.
I'm always excited for preseason or the next new year and with the new team. And, we've always started and we're having a great preseason so far. So.
Well, I'm going to throw the first question at you. What do you think of my hair? I've been growing it out.
So, your hair is looking good, buddy.
Okay, I'm trying to get this
2014, yeah.
Put some gel on it. But yeah, we got brand new graphics. This is the first Wolves Weekly of the year. Exciting stuff. Today we're going to be talking mainly about season preview, talk about some of the new faces we'll have on the field this year and some of those key returners. Let's go ahead and start with that. Obviously, you're coming off of a great year last year. Another trip to the GNAC Championships semifinals. A top four finish in a really, really tough conference. Outstanding year last year. Broke plenty of records from your defense, and a lot of that due to your goalkeeper, Amanda Rose Johnson, and she's one of those key returners you got.
Well, it starts definitely from the back, and she had a great season for us, and but she had a great defense in front of her too. But we demand our players to really put a lot of emphasis in being a good defensive team, and they know it from the get-go in preseason that we're going to work hard to make sure it's hard for an opponent to score on us. But we look forward to having her back for her senior year in the nets.
So, Steve, is that something that we'll kind of see again this year? Is that an emphasis that this is a defensive-minded kind of team?
I think that's what we lay our hat on first. We lay our hat on to defend teams properly and make it hard, and then. We are pushing like heck as my fourth season here to be more offensive, score more goals, and not put so much pressure on our team to defend all the time. But I don't think we want to be in some game that's 5-4 either. And but we'd take 5-0 would be nice. But we want to score more goals too this season. That's a big part we're trying to get better at.
Well, I think a large part of that will be returning player Makana Pundyke. Had an outstanding season last year and scored plenty of goals for you. And then two midfielders, all conference performers, Mariah Conan and Joellen De Leon as well.
Yeah, I think we just got a real nice, solid core coming back, and we feel real good that they're all a year older and more confident in their play. No question, McConna had a great season last year, and she's looking forward to having another great year. But a couple of those other players you talked a bit in the midfield, Mariah and JoJo, we call her, and. Again, they're working really hard right now, and again, I think we look really strong up the middle right now. So we look forward to getting some games started soon.
Well, you lost three outstanding defensive players last year to graduation. How about some of the new faces that may be helping out in that area and just out there on the field overall?
Yeah, I think we brought in a few. I say them older players, but they're junior college players this year, and that I think have some opportunities to play a little more in the back or help us cover some holes a little bit from those seniors. And we got a Haley Berg coming in from Peninsula, I think is a strong athlete. We brought another JC from Lane. Her name's Caitlin Castile, that's been doing some good stuff. And another girl from Santa Rosa. Her name's Sarah Thompson. I think these girls have opportunities to find some minutes with also some of our veterans coming back to help them through the process.
Well, let's talk to one of the returners you got this year, and Peyton Moon. She is a senior this year. And Peyton, first question over to you. Appreciate you joining us today. But first question to you, how hot has it been out there on the turf during practices? I got about 15 minutes of it last week, and that's all I needed.
It definitely has been quite a bit hotter this year than last year, I would say. Probably about 90 degrees yesterday, and thinking about getting up in the 95s later this week, and especially being out on the turf and stuff, it gets quite a bit hotter than being on the grass, but everyone's working through it and working hard, so.
Now, Coach Anchetta's not running you guys too much to where you're just sweating profusely out there, right?
There's quite a bit of running, but everyone's working through it, and we're definitely putting the work in and getting in shape like we need to.
That's preseason conditioning. Well, Peyton, you're entering your senior year. Talk a little bit about what that means and the feeling you have right now coming into your last season.
Really, it has been a really great experience to be here. Last year was amazing on and off the field. I have a great team. I have great teachers. I have great coaches. And it really just has been an honor to be a Wolf. And I'm really excited to see what this year has in store for me. So, yeah.
Yeah, last question for you. How about some of the goals that you yourself and the team has coming into the season?
Goals, definitely. Last year we made it to the Final Four, and I think definitely that is one of the biggest ones that we have for this year. Definitely making it back to the Starfire complex and taking it to them at the Final Four.
Well, Peyton, we wish you the best of luck, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
So, Steve, we mentioned a little bit that GNAC conference is just so tough in women's soccer. It's just so much talent there from top to bottom. Western Washington topped the preseason poll, Seattle Pacific right behind them. Central Washington was a double-digit win program last year. And it should be about the same this year. Tough conference.
Yeah, it doesn't, for me, just being my fourth season here, I think it's just getting tougher and tougher, and that's applaud to the other coaching staffs in their division. They just keep loading up and bringing in lots of good talent, and we're trying to do the same, but I think overall, from top to bottom, we don't have there's not an easy game for anybody, and we're excited about that, though, because maybe a few years back they maybe came here and thought it was a little bit of an easier game, but that's changed around here too. So we're looking forward to, as Peyton said, pushing this unit to be in that opportunity to maybe get back to the Final Four and maybe make the next jump, which is you got to win some great games to maybe make the NCAAs.
Yeah, no easy weeks here in the GNAC, and bringing in someone now, Makana Pundyke, who can talk a little bit more about that. And Makana, the GNAC conference, what's it like being a player in this conference?
It's definitely an important conference, and it's really something that you need to be focused on to play because it's such a high caliber. And I think you definitely just need to be focused the whole time and really want to be a part of something great and just always keep going for the best that you can be in this conference.
Now, is there a certain road trip that you look forward to, a place that you just really like playing at?
Well, I'm definitely excited for our preseason, which is in Hawaii, where I'm from. But I definitely look forward to playing, every team that we have, because with every team that we play, we just get better as a team, and it just really helps us to focus on what we need more to do, and yeah.
Now, how about some of the team bonding experience that you guys have had here in the preseason? Have you guys had a chance to get a little bit closer off of the field? And are you guys going to get Steve Anchetta out on the beach, maybe with a surfboard?
We definitely been hanging out, movies or eating dinner together. We had ice cream recently together, which was a plus. I definitely hope Steve gets out and, surfs. That would be interesting to watch. But yeah, we've definitely been doing a lot of team bonding, and we're going to continue to become a stronger team.
Makana, you had an outstanding season last year on the offensive end, scoring plenty of goals for Western Oregon. Talk a little bit about, again, the conference. It's a really, really deep conference, a defensive-heavy conference, and talk about some of the goals that you have this season.
I definitely want to be a lot better than I was last year, but it really comes from my team. The only way I could get a goal was with the help of my team, moving the ball around the field and whatnot. And thanks to the coaching staff for allowing me to, learn new plays and whatnot. And just, it really goes back to a team thing because I was so successful. But yeah.
Well, Makana, we wish you best of luck and have a great homecoming when you go back to Hawaii.
Thank you.
Steve, I just can't say it right. I say Hawaii. I feel like I'm saying it completely incorrect. But
Yeah, and I have to step in about that bonding thing too, because my car was TP'd last night, and I don't know who the
Oh, wow.
who the unit was that did that, but we will find them.
That's awesome. Well, Steve, it's going to be a great year for Wolves soccer, and September 6th, you can come out and watch the very first regular season game for WOU soccer. That'll be against Humboldt State on, again, September 6th, and that is a 1 o'clock start. And again, that'll be the home opener and the regular season opener. And you can go on WoolWolves.com now and get your season tickets. And that's going to be a great season. Obviously, you've had a lot of great success at home. You know, you outscored opponents last year 13-1. Talk about you getting some of that fan support out there this year.
Yeah, we're looking for more and more. I mean, I think, you know, anytime we can get those people over there screaming a little bit, causing the other team some issues, it helps us, but it also kind of motivates us too. And when it's a tight game and we're a little tired, that extra little, the cheer might score that winning goal for us. So we get that more team support from the university and the community will be great for us.
And anybody who has any further information about the TPing of Steve's car, you can contact us here. We'll get that taken care of.
Yeah.
But Steve, we appreciate you joining us this week,
All
and
right.
we'll bring you in next week to talk about Humboldt State. And that'll do it for this week's show.